Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Hello and welcome to the next episode of Building the Railway Series IoS. I am joined by my current co-host, Riley Wilbert, the Forest Engine Productions.
Greetings, everybody.
And how are you all doing today?
I'm doing all right. I'm not sure if I can't say for anyone else.
I was just thinking this morning how we start the streams all full of life and everything, where I'm just like, hello, everybody. And then by the end of it, we're just trying to draw it out to the nearest, to round it up to the nearest number.
Yeah.
Nearest whole number.
Yeah, it's funny.
And you can just hear at the end, you can just hear how tired we all are. We're like, okay, all right. So thank you, for about the 5th time in a row.
Yeah.
And then we end up running out of time on the last one.
Yeah. Man. That was a time.
Today's stream shouldn't go on for too long now. I want to go out on a walk today. The weather's kind of like it was raining during the night, so the weather it's perfect today. Like the sun's out and like all the grass, that morning like grass kind of smell.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, it's lovely. I've got the window open right now.
Yeah, I love it when it rains. Oh.
I don't think Edward nor Cameron will be joining us for today because they have not replied. Oh, and I sent Cameron with a question mark to Edward and Edward with a question mark to Cameron. I needed to swap that around. I just realised that.
I was actually I don't know what I like the guy, but it's little how he just gets like off on tangents. It's like kind of hard to keep going at times with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be liking a nice change of pace. It's this nice slow stream talking about trains.
Yes, I don't want to stray too far away from the source material.
Yes, world history and politics.
I mean, I'm all up for history, but politics is just something that I'd rather not.
Yeah. It's Thomas the Tank Engine, the Railway Series. Why would technically it's relevant to the source material because, well, technically in the Railway Series everything happened there. Everything happens here happens there. So yeah, technically it's relevant, but I guess not as relevant as like the main thing everyone's come here for, Also, I want to keep this project a secret for. I'm like on a secret project, but I think you know what I'm talking about then. And I'm making like a little Lower Tibet diorama. I guess I'll say that. I'll just call it that. And I'm just wondering what should I base it off of? Because there are decent pictures of it from season 1, 3, and 6, but there's more season 1 pictures of the station.
I know. I just realised because I was looking at photos of Lower Tidmouth, and then I remembered. Oh yes, Lower Tidmouth was in more than just the first series.
Yeah. You wouldn't think that because it appears way more in the first series than it does in any other series of the show.
It's just like one of those obscure locations, despite being on the main line. But then again, we never saw Kildane, a proper Kildane in the TV series.
Yeah.
We just saw a redressed Wellsworth shoved lazily into some bushes and called a station.
I like how in some of the promo shots, you can. I found out the canopy was decorated with ads, and I think benches. I might show the photograph. I'm not sure if you want to share it on screen because I don't know when you're going to start rebuilding.
Well, I always start around the 10-minute mark, so we got 4 minutes left.
All right, so I'll send that. You can share it, pop it up on screen. It's so interesting looking at promo images because it's like alternate takes of episodes you wouldn't see before.
Yeah,
It's really interesting. Like I
it's just so
imagine
it's
seeing it.
looking up now, but I know what it is. Yeah.
Although I do find it interesting that no one's modeled the ads on Lower Tidmouth.
I think that was because like they were only caring about what you actually saw on camera.
Yeah. Although it's interesting that in the season 3 ruler photos, I also sent a pic. I actually get to see the advertisements that's being advertised. Like it's I think it's Spike Cycles. Let me check. What's being advertised in season 3 is Spike's Cycles, the steamship. I think tires. I can't tell what the other one is.
There we go. You got that on the screen there.
Yeah, there's the first one. You can see like a bunch of benches and advertisements. And then you go to season 6, and I find it really interesting. Season 6 like absolutely wipes that clean.
Wipes
there are no. Yeah, there's no posters. There are no posters. I'm like gonna send you. Like first seen the online, which is the best shot of the canopy in season 6.
The weird thing about looking at it from this angle is that the road is actually just a little bit shorter than the platform.
The thing I was actually more surprised is that the road is level to the platform. Which,
well, that's what I mean. Like it is almost level. It's just there's a slight dip down here.
Yeah, it's near level with the platform. I thought I would need to have stairs, but then you look at like season 6 and not, it looks like I don't know if it changed, but it looks like the geography slightly changed. I'll try and show you what I mean, because there seems to be no indication of the hill, although it could still be there.
Yeah, it's just, at least they showed it from a different angle this time around.
Yeah. Here's one from Thomas and the Jet Engine, which shows what I mean. Like, it has, like, the bridge from season 1 and a bunch of other stuff. It's just kind of weird.
The thing I like about this is that although the advertisements have been dropped, the station name is hung in the middle. But they still could have put advertisements along the sides in the other areas.
It seems to be a sacrifice of putting the station sign in the middle that they had to sacrifice the other platform signs. I don't see any of them on the other side of the canopy, where the canopy is located. So it seems like they took it off and just put one sign. I actually wanted to make a hybrid version of like the season 6, season 1 to 3 version. But I couldn't find a station sign that didn't have poles on it and didn't look I found one. It was white. It's like, fine, I'll make it white. Then I realized when I put the phrase Lower Tidmouth inside it, it was slightly too big. It's still slightly too big, so I just got rid of it.
There is have you heard of Zachman Awesomeness's pack?
Yeah.
Yeah, I use that. And then I've already spoken with him privately. He allows you to reskin his sign, so you can reskin it if you want.
I might remove the white and just keep it green. If that's the case, then
exactly. Because I was using that for like that TV series one.
Yeah, I one of my favorite station sign assets is the Southern Railway station signs and the recreation that Aaron from SI3D made. Surprisingly, you can share that. It's shareable because it's something that Aaron made, not Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, apparently I still have the the white Lower Tidmouth sign. I could like. Oh man, I can DM you this photo of what it looks like right now.
Hello to Skyrider. Skyrider has just joined the chat.
Oh, hello, Skyrider 11. Welcome to the stream.
We have a different nickname for this user. Skyrider's name on these streams is Skyrider11 Shifty Face, as given to him by Edward.
Ha! So yeah, here's what it looks like now. You can see the sign is slightly too tiny. I had to like move the space too.
Did the benches come with it?
No, I plunked those down.
Oh, what are they? Like what?
Oh, they are. I think they're called Southern Railway benches. I'll check.
Oh, so they'll
actually am in Surveyor. This is actually. I am in Surveyor while doing this. So, wait, what? Okay, I'm gonna have to lock the layers a bit. Okay, root layer. Now I can look at it. I think. Nope. Okay. Okay, actually, let me just look up Southern Railway. Okay, yeah, it's called Southern Railway UK Bench.
Southern Railway UK.
It's UK's in parentheses.
Yep, found it.
Okay.
Mean bracket.
Edward did that.
Skyrider says, I'm driving trains down incredibly steep hills. Sounds an awful lot like...
Did someone say Southern? Did somebody...
No, Edward, you've distracted me. It sounds, Skyrider, an awful... Well, what you're doing, an awful... like the early CGI series with Gordon's Hill being that just straight vertical climb. And Edward,
yeah.
You can't join when I'm mid-sentence and start yelling.
Sorry,
you know that.
Sorry, did someone say Southern? Did someone say UK? I heard Southern.
Yeah, Southern Railway UK benches.
Oh, yeah, Southern UK. See, those are the two words that you can use to summon me.
Huh, okay.
And these are the words... These are the words there to
Southern US bench.
Bugger off. I'm joking.
Fair enough. I mean, that is one way to get rid of me.
Southern Railway is the two words to summon you, and bugger off is the two words to de-summon.
No, not Southern Railway. I actually don't really like the SR. Southern and UK are the two words that you can use to summon me.
Well, the UK is technically two words, so...
Well, not as an acronym.
I'm going to post this here so everyone can see it as well.
So technically Southern and, well, you know.
Did you add the advertisements as well for that building?
What?
So did you add all the advertisements yourself for that building?
Yeah, I did, yeah. They're LBSCR Edwards, I believe. Let me check what they're called. I just downloaded them freshly installed today, and apparently I am recording Mandycam because apparently it was on for 43 minutes.
Candy Bam.
I didn't even know. Like, what? Okay, so let's go to...
All right, we're going to get trains running because we're now 15 minutes in.
All right.
I did some more work on the iOS.
I'm glad.
Yeah, it's called LBSCR Station Enamel Sign. That's what it's called.
Okay. I will try and find them once the content manager stops loading.
I think I did a decent job recreating the. I mean, I don't have the actual posters of the things from the show itself, but I think it's good enough. I don't know why I'm coughing today.
I need to turn the audio off.
If I just start coughing, it's my bad. Not my intention. Take the comments. It fell off.
There we go.
Twice.
So for those who Well, basically, in the last 2 days, I have made some progress, namely Wellsworth.
Actually, like, I forget. Do you also do off stream work, or is it always on stream?
What?
I'm talking about like root work. Is it sometimes off stream, or is it mostly, or is it all on stream? I forget. Or I actually don't know
It's
that.
almost always on the stream. It's just because I had that time to call you the other day that I did some work on it.
Yeah.
So yes, I've done these houses and it looks very nice. I think this
Yeah,
was
I
here.
still actually, I still like the detail on this. It's actually very nice.
What, in Wellsworth or the route in general?
Yeah, on the town itself, it's a very well done scenery.
Yes, thank you. I have been using a lot of these 3D bushes since starting the Norland route. I downloaded about a good 100 of them.
Oh wow! Apparently, Skyrim. Man, my day has not been going too hot.
I am very
recently, but
lucky to be here today. I almost didn't join the stream, and by that I mean I only checked my phone by a fluke, which is the way that I found out that the stream was happening. Like I just checked it because, like, for no reason. I was just like, I almost didn't, you know. Like I looked at it and I was like, should I check my phone? And I was like, yeah, I should probably check my phone.
I don't do that. I check my phone probably once every 2 days, and then, yeah.
Well, see,
You see,
nothing
nothing ever happens on my phone except come back and play the game tomorrow things for solitaire. So,
well, you see, the difference between me and you is a life. You have it. I don't.
people with no lives have a lot of free time. It's almost near depressing, really.
You sound like you're speaking from experience, my friend.
I was about to say, and this comes from someone who has no job, gets no money for what he does, and sits on his computer all day and does basically nothing productive.
Yep, there it is.
When I say basically nothing, I don't even do videos all that much. Like, I want to do videos, like actual trains videos. I've been working on the sad story of Henry. I've actually gotten back into the swing of that. And I think I got about a minute or two in total.
okay, so trains is being a pain. So while that's figuring itself out, what was those called? LBSC enamel. Obviously.
LBSC, they're I gotta remember the name. LBSCR station enamel sign. That's what they're
All
called.
right, thank you.
I have no idea what's wrong with my throat today. I keep getting like phlegm. I keep coughing. I have no idea why. I'm gonna have to eat for 8 hours.
Yes, I can't actually route build right now because
yeah, the whole point of this streams is to build a railway series IoS, but Trains decided to say no, we're not doing that today. We have pre-cache content first. It's so weird.
Trains is just crashed.
Oh,
I was in the middle of like searching for those enamel signs too.
I don't know why. Maybe I'm probably one of the lucky few here, but I've never had trains crash on me, or at least on a regular basis.
With the original Soda Stories of Chaos map, what's it called? The very first version of that, where I went from Vickerstown Bridge /port to Vickerstown Station, that crashed about 20 times before I actually got a chance to, like be happy with it. And so I had to keep starting over and over and over again. I must have built Vickerstown sheds at least 6 times. And then
man.
So yeah, I ended up rebuilding the whole of the first stage of the IoS about 20 times.
Oh wow, that had to suck.
So yeah, but the SSOC IoS Part 1, Stage 1 and Stage 2 have been released, but they're not up anymore. But Stage 3, I'm actually semi-proud of Stage 3, but I'm not going to be releasing it. Because it's not finished.
Oh, of course.
So I gave it because the Wellsworth branch, I've still got about 300 baseboards to do, and I'm not doing that. I think I built it just a tad out of scale.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think that is mainly a problem.
The first stage mixed with the second stage mixed with the third stage. It's about 4,000 baseboards total.
Yeah, I think that's the main problem with
not doing it.
Yeah, I think that's the main problem with root building is that you something for the television series. You really don't know how far these locations are from each other.
I mean, I'm going off the map.
Yeah, and I think Audrey's map is pretty close to where I don't know. I think if you were to follow math instructions, I think you would probably get a pretty good rough estimate of how many miles, let's say, Wellsworth to Suttery is. Yeah.
It's about 3 miles.
Yeah. But I guess in the television series it would be pretty close too, because
in the television series, it feels like they're only like an instant step down. Like you puff onto the branch, the station's right there.
I think it might be because the the power of movie magic, and also the fact that they probably couldn't.
Couldn't construct the whole branch.
The power of movie magic grossly, or the phrase "the power of movie magic" grossly overestimates the power of film.
Yeah, there's supposedly sets that aren't supposed to appear at all, for whatever reason, and Percy runs away. He goes to Lord Suttery instead of where he should go to is Marin.
The TV sorry. The TV. Sorry, I just got something stuck in my throat in mid-sentence. The TV series, the main line seems to go. What's it called? It goes Knapford, Tidmouth, Lower Tidmouth, Knapford, Tidmouth, Lower Tidmouth, Ellsbridge, Ellsbridge, Crosby,
Wellsworth, Marin.
Wellsworth. No, and then it goes Wellsworth, Lower Sudbury, doesn't it? Where does Percy go to before he goes through Sudbury?
He goes right through Gordon's Hill without stopping.
Well, there you go. He goes up Gordon's Hill, probably through Marin, and then probably through Marin, then Lower Sudbury.
The thing is, you see Lower Sudbury later on in season 2 where it should be on Edward's branch. It's very odd. So I think I just chalk it up to more of a consistency issue more than that's where it canonically is supposed to go.
Be funny though if that's how the main line was.
Yeah, it's just I think it would be hilarious. Just that Lower Sudbury is nowhere near the Wellsworth branch. It's just some station off on the main line.
I mean, the thing is that for the TV series map that Edwin and I are joint doing, that's a series 1 only map, and we were debating this. We were thinking about having Marin be the end of the line in series 1, But then now you just brought this with Lower Sudbury and all that. I think we'll make Lower Sudbury the end of the main line.
Yeah, it's a very weird thing that they decided, well, we're not going to use Marin for our set. We're going to use our Lower Sudbury set that we just created just for this one shot. It's very weird. It's very weird why they
Series 1, so...
They made the Bank of Earth scene take place on Lower Sudbury instead of Marin.
Yeah, because what we're doing, it's essentially it's essentially a how it should be map, but it's also supposed to be like accurately putting everything down at the same time, but in a more coherent matter. So
yeah, I feel like if it was...
they have inadvertently placed Lower Sudbury on the main line for this map.
If it was how it should be, it probably would. The Bank of Earth probably would be at Marin.
Huh?
You know, I don't know if you heard what I said, but if it was how it should be, the Bank of Earth probably would be at Marin.
Mm. Hang on. The thing with Percy runs away, that was a Railway Series story, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most if not all, I'm pretty sure all of the season 1 stories were Railway Series stories. I think it was up until season 3 they started adapting, like...
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I wasn't... I was completely thinking of something else. Because, yeah, where Gordon comes in with Percy at the signal box, that's Knapford. But it's Wellsworth in the TV series.
Oh yeah, because I think I have to remind myself Knapford is not the big station in the television series. I had this down to a T. Then I just sometimes when I go doing TV series stuff, I just default back to the big station. No, I have to remind myself.
It's not Tidmouth.
We're talking about Knapford Junction.
Should be the main station.
Although I do find it funny how since they used the 70s map of Sodor, the TV crew was so many inconsistencies, made so many liberties, and I'm surprised they never asked Audrey, the Reverend Audrey, to do their stuff. But I guess they just thought they'd know better or figured it out themselves.
I've just realised we've been going for nearly an hour, and Trains has crashed to the point where I have to completely reload it. So the stream's just been sat here empty for so long.
Race Skyrider Shack says they're lonely forever, says Skyrider. Wow. And that was at 4:13. I wonder what their chat's going to be like. Oh, there's only one person watching now because there's no route built in. Everyone came for the route. No one came for the conversation.
This is highly annoying that this is doing this for us now.
Well, apparently it's been stated as fact. No one comes here for the personalities. They just came for the route. Yeah, this is kind of awkward, isn't it? That the route's dead.
I'm looking at the GNR C1. I'm looking at the GNR C1, and I was thinking about this the other day because you know how Wilder Wester has fitted a rear bogie to his Henry.
Wait, he has already? I didn't know that. I thought he still kept him as a 460.
Right.
No, he did it. He added it. He just added a bogie. I don't think he made any actual model.
He has made Henry the
model. Hang on. Yeah, so he did that, and it looks really, really, really good. So I took the Cog Railway trailing wheel and decided to put it on the Wilder Wester one, and the model went faulty, so it's lucky I duplicated it.
Oh.
But then again, I've never been good with config stuff, so there's probably an easier way of going around it. I just messed around for quite a bit and then didn't know where to go for the second step. But then the cog railway, the cog railway one was a 462.
I never understood the weird confusion with Henry's wheel configuration.
I know it was like a 460, then a 462, then a 462, then a 460, then a 460, then a 462, then a 460, and then crash, and then 460 for the rest of his life.
It's actually really funny is that if you just go by Dalby's illustrations, yeah. But if you like go in chronological order from Middleton to Payne to Dalby, he was always portrayed as Pacific, even though he was meant to be in Atlantic. And it's really funny.
You're saying, so Henry was supposed to be in Atlantic with a 442.
Yep. Which,
all right.
Which reflects off of Edward and Gordon. Edward is smaller than Henry, but Gordon's bigger than the two of them.
Well, I think in that case for my AU, for my faceless AU models, I think I'll go with the H2 and then just, use that to represent Henry because I don't have an actual proper model.
Yeah.
That I can use. Okay, loaded back up.
Though I do like the weird liberty of making him a Pacific.
It is interesting, but there's just no trains model.
Well, actually, yeah, there is. There's Williams, which makes him a Pacific. There's Max's that makes him a Pacific.
No, I mean one that doesn't have a face.
Oh, I meant a faceless one. Yeah, that is really weird. Like you think with the Railway Series stuff, they would creators would actually make faceless versions. Like I know people like the German engine Aaron from SI3D. He adds smoke box door options to his engines.
Wait, what?
So you can run them faceless. Did you not know that?
Wait, start again. All I heard was you can add faceless smoke boxes to the engine.
Oh, okay. So in the new Railway Series in the new SI3D Railway Series range.
You mean the ones that they only had like Thomas, Annie, Clarabelle, Percy, Toby, and Henrietta?
Yeah, those three.
Oh. Well, I know what you were talking about. I thought you meant like the 06 one, the 06 Railway Series ones for a second.
The 06 Railway Series ones, I think they did have faceless versions for some of them, not all of them. It's really weird.
I know, I just want a Henry that I can use.
Skyrider says he was meant to be a Robinson Atlantic. Yes, I do believe that is true. He was meant to be a Robinson. It is interesting that just because of Middleton.
Like, don't get me wrong. I love the Unlucky Tug's content, but he's so popular at this point that he could say any random made-up fact about the Railway Series and the whole community would believe him.
Yes. Oh, God.
I don't think he would do that. What I'm worried about is he'll propose some sort of fan cannon that he has, and then all of the fandom will run around throwing it around like it's actual fact.
I know, that's what I mean. Like any random.
Like, even if he
that would probably be the most.
Just a fan cannon, everybody will just go around forcing it upon to everyone.
Yeah, if he ever had the intent to educate and he thought about, maybe I could control this large following if I spat out anything I'd like to say, he could totally say early in the morning, Sir Topham Hatt the First always went down to White Castle to get breakfast. And people would believe it.
And I think
even if he said in my head canon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think he would just lie randomly. Like he could say in my head canon and everybody would still believe it and it'd be annoying.
I mean, I'm not saying he would do anything like that, but
me neither. I'm just saying he could.
Because he's got the huge immense.
Yeah, he still has that big following from when he like used to do reviews and stuff like that. Unlucky Tug smoke from Audrey's pipe. Let's thread that in the chat.
Yeah,
it's
I
funny.
just noticed that. I kind of missed those. It's been a while since he's done a classic original Unlucky Tug review.
Because he's too busy spreading the history of Sodor with his own headcanon.
Yeah,
in there.
He's way too busy doing More Than a Kid Show and Sodor's Finest, which I hope the next one. Actually, I don't know.
I miss his reviews. I hope he does more. I hope he goes back to them in the future and does more alongside his newer content as well, though, because that's good.
Yeah, I like the reviews anyway. Which, I mean, More Than a Kid Show is technically a review, just that he's not reviewing it in the conventional style, you know?
True. I still miss his old format, though.
Yeah. I wish the old theme that Isaiah composed for him actually came back, even though it's just Boomer's theme. I think one thing I liked from that period was what is it called? I think the top 10 list, which we're gone. But one thing I'm excited for the new videos that he's doing is More Than a Kid Show. As I saw in Respect for Gordon that he seemed to really like Mighty Mac. He's like, you saw it like highlighted in one of his like as one of the gems. I was thinking, is he gonna do an M-Tax on Mighty Mac?
God, please, no.
Why?
Because Mighty Mac is the greatest demon of them all.
Why? Is it because they both have the two of them have like it's one engine. Actually, technically, it's two engines with one cab.
No, they're just some of the worst characters I've ever seen in my life.
I didn't think they were that terrible, but okay.
I like the single fairly Mighty Mac concept that Cameron's got, but I'm still going to go with the double fairly one for the AU.
I think
Cameron,
a double fairly could be
Cameron won't
interesting.
send me his liveries for Mighty Mac.
I admit a double fairly on the SKR could be interesting, but that raises the question of what's the point? Like that's kind of how I've been feeling about a lot of like, just things with the Thomas and Friends canon that people propose. It's like, okay, yeah, but what's the point? It's fine the way it is. Why do we need, like, oh yeah, Mighty Mac's bad, then everyone's like, well, what if he wasn't though? And then I was like, okay, yeah, but what's the point? It's fine how it is.
It's like with a certain someone who we won't mention,
it's like everybody's trying to fix the issues with the canon that don't exist by adding another character.
It's like that's what I mean. It's like it's a certain. It's like a thing that we had with like a certain person who a certain diesel locomotive. You know who I'm talking about, Edward.
Yes, I remember.
Who said, "But what if he wasn't a bad character?" I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but
don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna dunk on anybody for it, but like, still, I just feel like it's a pointless effort to fix something that isn't broken. It honestly, not to throw shade at the the fandom for stuff like that, but like, it honestly kind of reminds me of Mattel in the sense that they always try to fix some sort of problem that they see by just throwing in more and more new characters to try and change, edit, alter, or quote unquote improve the character dynamic. And I don't feel like there's a need for that. I don't think Emily needed the number 11 because she didn't bring anything unique to the character dynamic of the
number 11.
You mean the number 12?
Sorry, 12. What's wrong with me? Yeah, I don't think Emily needed the number 12.
She replaced Oliver. Now people are gonna have more reasons to be angry about Emily. Oh no.
Sorry. I mean that like there's no real need for Emily to gain the number 12 because she doesn't really add anything to the dynamic of the core main cast. Rebecca and Nia are bad for the sole reason that they replaced Edward and Henry alone. But on another level of badness, they're also bad because they didn't change the dynamic really. Well, actually, they did. They made it 10 times more annoying and worse. But it's the same thing with the fandom. Everybody just tries to add new characters. Or what if this character was different or better or changed in some way? It's like, okay,
I mean,
cool.
that's when you create.
But there's no
That's
point.
when you start creating an AU. But the thing is that when people decide that they're going to change a certain character, they make it known as official canon instead. And I don't mind it if it was an AU, but still.
I'm probably one of the advocates that I like the idea of putting TV series only characters in the Railway series. The thing is that I feel like when you go to the Skarloey Railway is when problems start to occur, because I don't think the Skarloey would need a double Fairley at all.
They don't really.
Like, yeah, that's what I mean when people propose like
Nor would they need a Russell like.
It's like, okay, yeah, it's like you could add another narrow gauge character, but the Skarloey Railway doesn't really need help. They don't really have much room to expand. Whereas
I think that's something that's even explored. It's like if one engine gets sick, then the thing controller's just like, oh no, you poor engine. Anyway, Duncan, can you take this train? Ivo, what's that? You refusing to? Okay, go and die. Ivo Hugh, can you take this train for me? And he's like, but sir, it's my day off. Shut up, go do the train. And then he's like, but I don't want to. It's my day off. Okay, then, Proteus, I know you're dead, but you can take the train. So it's just because they've got like no shortage of engines.
Exactly. There's no.
They got the opposite. They have the opposite of the NWR Loco Crisis. They have the Skarloey Railway Loco Overload.
Loco overload, because Loco's crazy and some language that we will not name.
Like making some of the TV engines one of the 80 plus engines that Northwestern has makes sense to me, as I feel like there are characters we don't know about, and I feel like those TV characters make sense to fill those gaps.
Yeah, that's an interesting subject, because on one hand, I kind of hate most of the TV series characters, and then on the other hand, it makes sense. But on the other hand, people are always insisting on making these, OCs or extra characters or different altered versions of characters to fill the roster. So it's like here we are with this 80 engine opportunity, and instead of actually this is the place for that. Like those 80 engines, this is where you can go ahead and make extra characters or whatever. Yet it seems a lot of people just want to drag the characters over from the TV series, and it bothers me when I see people who want to drag those characters over from the TV series to fill that 80 engine overload. But then they are the same people who will make OCs or try to add extra or altered characters to the cast. But it's like, you're just like, no, you've got it backwards. This is the time for this, not, you know what I mean?
Like,
I feel like
it's like bringing Railway series only characters over into the TV series.
Exactly.
I like that idea.
I know. I like it because they should have done it. It's essentially what they should have done.
Yeah, it should have happened either way, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Actually, I've been writing a story about since a logical explanation of why Isabel isn't in Escape. I'm thinking, why isn't she there? And because how could I put her?
Didn't have the budget.
Yeah, not just that, but what? Like, at least in a lore standpoint, why couldn't Oliver take her and Toad? And I thought about ideas like, I realized she's an auto coach. She's not a brake coach. And I finally deducted that I have an idea. They took Toad because Toad could be used in case Oliver's brakes ever broke, which is, I guess, an oxymoron.
Gee willikers. Genius.
And
I feel like they don't
Isabel
really
is
give
an
you a
auto
reason
coach.
to
She can't.
bring.
She doesn't have her own brakes. I don't think.
I feel like they don't really
No,
have
she
a reason
does.
to bring
Well, no,
Toad at the end
she
of the day.
doesn't, but she also kind of does because she controls Oliver's controls.
Yeah.
But she could,
Oh yeah.
but being a
Oh yeah. Think
coach,
about that. They
being
could
a
easily
coach, she
escape
would
from an
probably
oncoming
also
diesel.
already have her own brakes.
2 reasons for Isabel coming along. Well, Oliver's crew can't exactly leave Oliver, for too long, meaning that at night they need a place to sleep. 2, I mean, they if they're at both ends, then Oliver, they could spot threats easier, I guess, and do something about it faster. And then also when it comes to Toad, I really don't think they need a reason. Oliver could have just said, "Hey mate, guys, these are my friends. Let's not leave them for
These
dead.
are my friends that I definitely didn't meet 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, so let's maybe not leave them for dead. Just a suggestion, but
I actually wrote this. I know the ending. And I have most of it written down at this point. That I know this. The story's going to end. Basically, his driver has an epiphany. Like, oh wait, Isabel's an auto coach. Basically, they can't find a way to turn around. If we turn her around the turntable, couple her back up to Oliver, I can just drive us back in reverse. Pretty smart to include that because I thought I was writing in a TV series style, which was like I was thinking more of season 5 in the style. I feel like that was like when action was very much prioritized in the series
over realism.
Yeah, I think it has a semi-realistic thing. Is that I mean, technically, it's almost Rusty to the Rescue-esque, but I feel like it's more believable than a narrow gauge engine going to find a standard gauge engine.
A narrow gauge engine traversing rails that didn't even exist before the episode was a thing. On the way to a big city.
It's Oliver rescuing an old friend. Both are standard gauge. 10 times more believable than Rusty to the Rescue.
I know, I fixed that. I fixed that for SSOC by having a tramway. By having like an old tramway that ran from Vickerstown to Ballyhoo and then into Great Waterton because, Sodor tramways couldn't have just run within Great Waterton alone. So I had it go like Vickerstown, Ballyhoo to Vickerstown, Ballyhoo to Great Waterton, and then that's where it joined up with the Skarloey Railway when they opened up their station there.
That scarily lines up with the Unlucky Tugs map. Oh my god, what the heck?
Yeah,
Why?
he stole that. He stole that from me.
He wants stories of chaos. He's like, brilliant. I'm going to use that.
No, but that's the thing. That's the thing. And Edward saw this firsthand when I was on a call with him a few weeks ago. Not even, probably like 2 weeks ago or something.
I can attest to this. It was the strangest thing I've ever seen.
I want to say that's a big coincidence because I think it's due that, I don't think Nick wanted to put that there. I don't think he wanted to have the narrow gauge railway go all the way to Vickerstown.
The thing is, I don't think you understand what I'm getting at. The thing is that Edward, would you care to explain the strangeness of the event?
Okay. So I honestly, for a little bit, I didn't believe him in some places. But this time, I saw it with my very own. God, I feel like one of those shows. I feel like one of those witnesses on those police shows where they sit them down and then they have them tell them what they saw. Or like on those ghost shows where they'll get the relatives and they'll be like, I walked into his room and I saw him possessed. I didn't believe it until I walked closer and I saw his pupils have disappeared.
It's like the one scene from the kid from Finding Bigfoot. It's like, I got up and walked to the door, and then I saw it.
Wow.
It's just...
Yeah. Anyway. Anyways. So, Ben was watching.
You'll have to start all the way from the beginning, as in the meaning behind what we're about to say.
Okay, so wait, what is the meaning behind what I'm about to say?
So you know how No, you
I
know
think
how,
it's
no, like the whole idea when you said you didn't believe me, you didn't explain to Riley what the whole bit of you not believing me was.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Ben was speaking to me one day, and literally was like, every single time I come up with a great idea, literally moments afterwards, I'll see something, and then it'll be that thing. Like, it'll be the exact idea that I come up with. And then I was like, oh,
and
yeah,
then obviously the thing that happened, the person creating that gets all the credit for it.
yeah, exactly.
And so I can't use the idea, which is why ideas come very far and in between for me that actually no one else has done.
So then, this is where it gets weird. Ben was watching a video. I don't exactly remember, and it was something to do with Aryan Bird, or maybe they were side characters.
Yeah, it was the the creator of Jimmy the Ginty. He's doing trains videos now.
Oh, David.
Yeah, he's doing trains videos now. And
so, yeah,
so
and then
yeah.
you were like, we should do an episode in SSOC dedicated to Aryan Bird, and I was like, oh yeah, that'd be a cool idea. And then immediately
and I was even saying like Ari and Bert have to like murder a diesel engine and cut him.
Yeah. Like how they're so excited and they love killing steam engines. What would happen if they brought a diesel? And within 3 seconds, and mind you, I know seconds don't sound like a long time, but I mean it was a few seconds, because seconds is like 1, 2, 3. Like within that amount of time, the manager dude in the video said, "Well, now we've got a diesel for you." And then Ben was like, and the thing is, this was happening in the middle of a conversation about how ideas are always removed.
I think it was Diesel 261 was shunted into the yard, and we just finished talking about it.
Actually, no, we were still talking about it. The Aryan Burt thing that you were mentioning was a tangent, a literal side tangent off that conversation, and then it happened. And I was like, oh my god.
So yeah,
I want to say the Aryan Burt thing is a huge coincidence because I've seen I think 3 concepts now of Aryan Burt going through the turmoil of having to scrap a fellow diesel. Because it was the one that wasn't. Yeah.
But there you go. You know what I mean now, where I have a really good idea for something, and then somebody takes it. And Edward,
that was amazing.
That's the thing, because I used to get. I gotta
look up to the universe and say it was a pleasure watching the not centrifugal, but the inevitability of the forces of the universe at work. Truly inspiring, life-changing stuff.
And the thing is, I used to get a lot of hate back in the early days of Solar Stories of Chaos, where people would say you copied Stuttering Conflict.
Back in the early days.
And they said you copied Stuttering Conflict and everything. And I'd say, what's Stuttering Conflict? And they'd say like you don't know and things like
you
that.
Don't know.
And
so you didn't watch Stuttering Conflict.
I was really confused until I watched Lineage and was like, oh, so this is Stuttering Conflict. And then I realized how similar the series were.
I believe the plural word of series is series.
Shush.
Okay.
So I want to ask a question.
Because of that, hang on a sec. Because of that, whole thing, right. I tried to steer SSOC away from it, but the reputation of being the copycat remained for quite a while. And then in series,
you said it, so it'll come back.
In series 2, I had a brand new. Well, I say brand new intro. It's kind of like a rip-off of the series 1 intro of the series, where I just added series 2 under Solar Stories of Chaos, and a new viewer joined and said messaged in the comments saying, "Hi, I'm a new viewer. The series is good, but you need to change your intro. You stole it from Victor Tenzing." I said, I didn't steal it. It was, it's in a file for free domain. He took it from something else. He allowed it to be used.
What, you mean the intro music, or?
Yeah, the do.
Are you talking about the Tugs theme?
No, it's called dramatic Hollywood trailer.
Oh, Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know what Victor Tanzig used for like stories of war? He said, "You stole this from Victor Tanzig. It's his music."
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
yeah, I know what
yes.
you're talking about.
Kevin MacLeod royalty-free track. Clearly, Victor
Yeah.
Tanzig owns the copyright to that.
Yup.
And that's what
See,
I
this is why I think the community
Tell
likes to
them
mistake
stupidity.
people's ideas as their. This kind of proves the statement that nothing is original, because once you think of something that's super original, if you're not first on the dime to that idea, someone's already probably thought of it and has done it prior to you. So you gotta jump, you gotta like pounce on the opportunities as soon as you come up with the idea, make it and create it as fast as possible, because if you don't, someone's gonna do it for you.
And that's the thing that
in a very similar way.
It's just because ideas are so hard to come across nowadays, because they've almost all of the available ones have been taken.
And you gotta be really isolated and think outside the box with some of this stuff. I don't think no one's come up with some of those ideas I've came up with, but I think if I spill the beans too much, someone's gonna be like, "Yes, I will use this. I will say it's mine."
Yeah, don't
say
anything. Don't say anything, because you'll end up like me with a whole bunch of ideas that have already been taken.
Just be saying the engine's names as Skyrider. Oh my god. It's like, oh no, this reminded of Kiko 24's Thomas Wood Railway Collection videos where he just goes along and just says all the engines' names. That's just what I think. I never understood this, but I really would like to see him do like a more creative thing, and I know when I say that someone's gonna do it, and if you do it, I'd like to see that.
At this point, after so many years of everyone doing the collection videos in that format, I feel like it's tradition at this point.
Yeah, it also like the break tradition. What if you decided to do a collection video in the style of the name board sequence?
That's been done.
I
see it all the time in
my next
I see it all
I'm
the
not
time
even going to make a
models.
collection video anymore. I'm sick of making
when
them.
people will do their models collection, like their collections of model engines.
Yeah,
I don't have like only ever seen what.
I'm sorry, I feel like we talked all over each other and no one listened.
Sorry, confusion. Carry on, gentlemen. I have not broken, not again. Not again.
Not again.
Not again.
Never again. Not this time, please.
You ain't seen what I've seen.
You ain't seen nothing, boy.
Hey, that sounds exactly like my dad. Boy, I say, boy, you talk to me like that again.
Yeah, I didn't get the chance to watch the whole thing, but
boy, I say, boy, if you speak to me like that again, I'll beat you like a red-headed stepchild and smack you in the next year, boy.
So your dad sounds like Foghorn Leghorn?
Oh, I have told him this so many times. I've said so many times, Dad, you are one I say away from being Foghorn Leghorn. The only thing, and I mean the only thing that puts any difference between Foghorn Leghorn and my father's voice is my father does not say I say. Literally, go watch a Foghorn Leghorn. If you want to know exactly what my father sounds like, go watch a Foghorn Leghorn cartoon and just imagine that he doesn't say I say. Just imagine he says, "Damn it, boy," and then boom, that's my dad.
I just pictured that in my head. I'm laughing.
And then that's just my dad. Like it is literally him.
Oh man.
I'm truly amazed that it wasn't him who did the voice. I mean, but you never know. It could be. I always like to joke that he's 9,872 years old.
No.
I mean, you never know. He is 9,872 years old by my calculations. old man.
All right, there we go. With some trees at the back of Wellsworth. Does that look good?
Whoa.
I think he's actually drunk right now. I don't know. Oh God, my father's the best.
Actually, probably would have acted really drunk today had I not taken taken a shot of coffee.
I love how you say it like that. Taking a shot of coffee.
It wasn't a lot. I sipped a bit because I plan on going to bed after the stream. Is that what is it?
What time is it? It's time
For
for
me-
lunch. What time is it?
For me, it's like
I did not
4:52.
just do that live. Hold up. Erase this from your memory. No one heard that.
What?
I was too busy talking to myself to pay attention. So
Good.
Look at this! I
No
found
one heard
Percy's sand tiles.
That is a
the
memory
lovely
that I
bank of
suppressed.
Earth.
I have suppressed
forget.
that memory deep.
Wait,
in
was
my
the
pocket.
real series sand pile smaller than the TV series one?
I think so. Because no one just dumps sand on track like that.
I also find it really funny that they like to over exaggerate piles of stuff in the show. Like the snow was like a huge giant drift, but you look in the railway series, it only covers Thomas's wheels.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Because they wanted to add some pizzazz, some pizzizzy zazzy, as I say. Some pizzle hizzle zazzle zazzle.
Give it a little bit of that razzle dazzle.
Yeah, razzle dazzle. I bring you some razzle dazzle. David Tennant. David Mitten be like, I bring you some razzle
David
dazzle to the show.
Oh man.
I'm full of
good writing,
Fridays.
as
They
you
ought to
can
say
plainly
a
see.
mate.
I don't
I'll bring
actually
some
wait.
razzle
No,
dazzle to the show.
sorry, David
And
Mitten's writing is
Friday.
shit. Sorry, yeah, David Mitten's writing is bad. I didn't mean I bring good writing to the show. He did not bring good writing to the show. He brought season
you
Brings
5.
you right into the show.
Yeah, he
Oh,
brings
season
good
They used to call me showrunner.
Actually, I don't even remember.
That was
David
Brit.
Mitten?
No, wait, they used to call me showrunner.
They used to call me director.
No. But then I had a bad movie. Magic Railroad was not that bad.
Did David Mitten even contribute to Magic Railroad?
No, that was Brit. I said they used to call me showrunner, but then I made a pretty bad movie. But please, you must be Levius. Magic Railroad was not that bad.
I mean, in hindsight, and also to what I mean, in hindsight, Magic Railroad's it seems like a walk in the park compared to Misty Island Rescue, in my opinion.
I swear to
I like how you referenced the film itself when you said that. Like,
wait, I actually didn't mean to be. I didn't actually mean to reference
it. It didn't sound intentional because you didn't have any emphasis behind it, but it was so funny.
Yeah, I do funny, like unintentional, like play on words. That's like I think that's probably those are probably the best kind of jokes. Is that when you say something and you don't mean it, and people laugh at the joke, laugh at it anyway, thinking it's a joke. It's
either the best or worst feeling in the world.
Yeah, it's both confusing and thrilling at the same time. It's like, wow, I can make people laugh by just talking.
Insert the damn bro, you got the whole squad laughing, but this time they're actually serious and not being sarcastic douchebags.
Yeah, they're all just laughing.
Yeah, exactly. The damn bro, you got the whole squad laughing, but they're not being sarcastic assholes and they're being genuine.
Yeah, so there's no cricket sounds. There's actually laughter.
Yeah, exactly. There's like, wait, yeah, it's exactly the regular damn bro, you got the whole squad laughing, but instead of the crickets in the background, it's a laugh track.
Yeah.
There we go. Look at that. I added some
early 2000s Disney Channel sitcom.
I added some 2D tall grass to my 3D relatively short grass. just to add a bit of variety and color.
Does anybody else sometimes, when you're just bored out of your mind, like mind-numbingly bored, still watch the Disney Channel just for the bad acting and bad writing?
The Disney Channel, is that a thing?
Yes.
Oh my God! You guys don't have the Disney Channel in the Kingdom.
At least in the U.S. anyway. I'm not sure if it airs over there where you live.
Wait a minute. You're telling me you do not have the channel that is Disney in the Kingdom that is united? What the fuck? How do you not?
I thought we were trying to keep swearing to a minimum here.
What?
I thought you were trying to keep swearing to a minimum here.
Oh, sorry. How the frick?
It's too late. You already said it now. Oh well.
Shut up. No one heard anything. The children heard nothing. Do you understand me? You see, now you've referenced it. Now it's not my fault. Now it's been brought up. See, now all of the children have noticed, and their parents are like, "That's inappropriate. You can't watch that anymore."
Oh no, oh man, I love how.
Who are you watching there, Johnny? Is that the Blue K2? I'm gonna give him a 2-star rating on Yelp.
That's what I thought you were seeing on YouTube. Like, well, that's really old school.
Like, you know, those stupid moms who don't understand how YouTube works.
Edward.
Also,
remember when we were talking about Nolan the other day, and I was driving around with Gordon in Nolan, and we were making those horrible not advertisements, the announcements to the passengers. Where it's like, if you enjoyed the ride, please give us a 5-star review on Yelp. If you didn't enjoy the ride, give us a 5-star review anyway, and then go jump off a cliff. Bye. Actually,
thought about, for whatever reason, Shocking Thomas video was upset so many children to the point where they would pretend to be their parents and harass the child or harass the video creator.
Wait, what?
This was like a story Paul's Vids talked about when Shed 17 first came out. And he said, sometimes I get a letter from Mrs. Smith complaining about the video, and then I realized it's not Mrs. Smith, it's actually Mrs. Smith's son.
Please, God, man, that's genius. Now I'm gonna go put a hate comment on a Paul's Vids video.
Do that, he deserves it.
My life will never be the same, man.
Do that because he deserves it, the annoying little wretch.
Jesus. Well, what's your thing against him? Mine was just that he made me think about Thomas in a way that I never would have wanted to.
My life changed forever.
Because of Shed 17, I had nightmares non-stop for 8 months straight.
Oh, come on. Mine weren't too bad. Mine was more in the sense of like PTSD. Not the sense of, oh my God, it was terrifying, I had nightmares. But in the sense of just when I close my eyes, I see that crap.
Everything was okay until the skeleton bit in the ending.
You know, here's something that I've always wondered about.
I never saw.
I never looked at Thomas himself the same way for a good long while after that.
Listen, I never saw the end of Shed 17 because I turned it off the moment that happened.
This is what confuses me. If Thomas was a human in the thing, has anybody noticed that when he pops out at the end, one, he doesn't have a regular human skeleton, it's that of a Tyrannosaurus, and two, it's huge. Like, it's not the regular size of the bones of a human.
Yeah. I also realized that, I think the thing that made it slightly hilarious to me was that I recognized the screams he used. It was stock screams, and it was used in a game called Slendy Tubbies. I just realized.
Who the
Yeah.
Seriously, Paul's Vids, what's his face, all of those other people. Why? Why do they do... Just stop. Stop it. Stop. Get some help. It's time to stop.
I'm a very internet traveler.
Give up.
Skywriter. I like how Skywriter commented that that he just smiled through the whole entirety of Shed 17.
What the hell?
No, actually, afterwards, I then got this weird fascination with it. I was like, oh wow, so cool.
What? So cool.
So cool, yeah,
It
definitely.
feels like you went from like a nice regular human to the edgy teen, like from 0 to 100 so fast.
Yeah, and then when the sequel got announced, I was so excited.
I
God,
never saw the sequel. I
watching
never saw
G1
the
was
end of
the-
Shed
like,
17. In
now
fact,
it's the
I even
point
gave the
where-
video a
even though
dislike.
Now, sorry, Ben. Now I'm to the point where I've just at this point I've watched it a few times along with G1. Now it's, even though they traumatized me, now it's to the point where like God, I've already watched the first two. If the third one comes out, might as well finish the job.
Yeah, G1 I feel like was the funniest out of the two, because it actually had some more varied comedy in the jokes. Like the tanks got biofuse. Whenever they fire the turrets, they say "ow," like they actually emit pain. Because apparently that hurts.
I admit that was funny, and it's a very interesting way to envision like artillery.
Yeah, if the tanks were alive in the actual series, would they do that too?
Imagine that in like World War II, but it's not just the tanks; it's like the artillery too.
It hurts to fire shells.
It's like, damn it! Ow! I'm gonna need water for that. Someone give me a Band-Aid.
Oh, I will leave a box. Just hurts. It hurts to give pain.
It's like that. It's like when they're I feel like the equivalent sensation because they fire it out of them. It's like taking a shit, like a really satisfying poo.
Edward, language, remember?
Sorry, but it's painful.
Yeah,
and it
kids
comes
can
out
be
very
like
fast.
little children. Yeah.
Am I wrong though?
Oh
I
man.
mean, to be fair, Ben, we're talking about a horror movie.
Yeah, I mean, if kids are on this, we probably should be switching from a topic.
I hate horror movies as well. So just...
Hey, I also hate horror.
Hey, this is coming from the guy who's never watched other horror films besides Shed 17.
I haven't watched any either. Well, I watched Caroline, and I'm never gonna watch it again.
Hey, I don't like.
I think the closest one actually I have watched indie horror, I guess you could say. It's stuff like the Walton Files, that kind of thing.
Have any of you seen that or whatever it's called, Coraline or something like that?
What?
Coraline?
Yeah.
I have not watched it, but I am interested in it.
Don't, because it's just no.
I feel like it's the type of
just
horror
no.
That's like.
I find it interesting that Coraline's dad has become like a weird meme on the internet.
Don't remind me of any of what that film brought to the table.
Wait, how old were you when you watched it?
Well, let's see. When did that come out? Was it like 2007 or something?
I'll check.
I remember watching it in like 2010.
Apparently it was a book, but I want the film, please.
That's interesting.
It came out in 2009. The film came out in 2009.
So when I saw it, I would have been around 5 to 6, maybe 7.
Oh man. Okay, yeah, then I can totally see how it would be terrifying.
And I've never watched it since because I'm not willing to give it another chance.
I mean, it would be scary because
that must be that probably would be very watching something like that would be probably very traumatizing to a 5-year-old.
The thing is because it was advertised as a kids movie, you know, Mum and Dad thought it would be good to put on the film.
See, this is why we hate children. See, fun fact, the studio that created it hates children. Confirmed. I mean, to be fair,
I don't think it's that much of a kids film. I feel like it's like
I feel like it
a preteens kids film. Like someone who's like not 10, 12 could probably handle it all right. Just depends on the child. But I feel like someone who's 1 to 5 would probably not handle that at all.
And you see, that's the film that put me off watching or giving any other horror movies a chance.
Don't, never, no, don't. Good. I'm glad.
The only thing that the only thing I
get jumpy. I get jumpy every time a film that's rated M goes on the TV.
Okay.
Oh no!
Now, stop being. Don't be. I can't say it because it's your live stream and I can be easily removed. But like, don't be don't be too much of a,
Coward.
I was trying not to say it, man. Okay.
I thought you were gonna say something else, but I didn't know you were gonna say that. You didn't want to say that.
Yeah, that was what I was kind of trying to avoid.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say another word that's a little more risque when it comes to an audience like this, but means the same thing. Yes, the other way of saying cat.
Yep, got it. Gotcha.
Without the cat part, yeah, that. So basically,
that part. Nice.
Yeah, it's a pussy cat.
Oh God! Well, all right.
Just don't say it without the cat part. Otherwise,
the cat's out of the bag.
God, the cat's out of the bag. Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. With that weight off of our shoulders, I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Oh God, these puns.
You and your cat jokes are just as bad as your regular jokes. I'd suggest
I'll have you know.
I make sure you'll have the moist of it anyway.
I'll have you know. Everybody thinks that my cat puns and my regular puns, for that matter, are awesome. But if you really want me to get a leash on it, I can stop.
Oh my God.
I think I can stop it right now with 2 words I mentioned earlier at the start of the stream: bugger and off.
Oh. That was easy.
I'd be good at comedy, like where one person gets really annoyed, like, and then reference something at the start of the comedy.
Yeah.
Edward, you can come back in 2 minutes after you've had your time out.
He's just making puns still, even after he's disconnected. Right. I think Edward's puns are good. Oh no, Skywriter, why?
I think it's time that I introduce something to the table. I think Edward's pouring to get back inside.
Oh no, not you too.
No, that's the only one I'm going to do. But the thing is, it's 9:30 in the morning, and it's freezing cold. It's dark outside, and it's raining.
The perfect environment.
The perfect environment. So much better. I'd rather this than 50-degree heat. I'll tell you that.
I honestly really like the rain. It's a really calming sound as I got older.
The thing is that Australia does not snow, and as a result of that, I hate winter.
I thought it snowed up there a little bit.
No, that's like up there. Down here, it's 50 degrees in summer and then negative 50 degrees. It's like negative 50 degrees in the winter, but not enough to make it snow. It's not cold enough to make it snow.
I also forget that your Christmas takes place in the summertime, which...
Yeah, I hate that because it's like, good morning. And instead of like hearing on the radio like the day before saying it's going to be another white Christmas, you hear it's going to be another bloody hot Christmas as usual.
Yeah.
And then it makes me cry and want to go back to bed.
If you go up to like the northern hemisphere, it gets whiter.
The funny thing is that I've spent so long here now. Because the thing is that I used to do like a lot of voice acting and come up with different voices for when I did theatre acting back in the day. And as a result, all it takes is like a couple of times, like a couple of attempts, or / listening to the voice I want to replicate, and then I can probably do it. But the thing is, with the Australian voice, I still can't nail it, and I've spent like a decade here nearly. And so I like to think I'm somewhat good at representing how horrible and atrocious it is. So I'm just like, good day, folks. It's going to be another bloody hot Christmas. You know, if any of my friends at school heard me doing that voice, they'd probably skin me alive for even attempting to do an accent.
Oh. It's
I'm gonna do that. When we go back to school and later this coming week, I'm going to see, like, when I walk into school and they're all like put together in like that massive group that they usually are. I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna say, "Good day, mates. It's another bloody hot winter like day," or something like that, and just say something that makes no sense whatsoever and see if they understand. But the thing is that it's funny because all of my friends, apart from Ash's Scarlet, the old engine, even like I meant like all of my Australian friends, like apart from Asher, none of them sound like Asher. They all kind of sound like me. So
I don't know what Asher sounds like.
They have to put in effort to sound remotely stereotypically Australian, and that's it. And I think that's the fun thing, is that all of my friends that I've made since coming here don't, apart from Asher, don't sound anything like they should.
Like
all the
you
people,
expect not to.
And it's funny, like, as a result, all the people I hate in this country sound exactly like the stereotypical Australian, accent. So the funny thing is that there must be like some sort of connection there. Like, I can only make friends with people who don't have that accent, excluding Asher, of course.
That is weird.
And that's funny because like some of my friends have even like come from Scotland as well that have moved here. So
jokes like do that.
But yeah, I just think it's like some sort of like violation. I cannot make friends with anybody who has that kind of accent.
Where's the stereotypical Australian accent that I think a lot of people like to mimic, because it's a very interesting sounding accent.
It's very distinct.
Yeah, it's way that the closer you get, the closest to it is like a New Zealand accent, but it's not as whiny as an Australian one. I'm like, how do these two separate countries that are way apart from each other have people who sound very similar?
Because quite a lot of Australia is made up of New Zealand people.
That make a lot of sense then.
But it's so funny. That's why I was like, I think the bit that kind of like allowed me to try and replicate the accent was when Victor Tenzing did his Australia soda short. And it's like, "Good day, Bruce. Hello, Bruce. What's that, Bruce? It's bloody hot, Bruce. Why is that, Bruce? I heard the Prime Minister's coming today. Well, what about the heat, Bruce? I don't give a damn, Bruce. It's Australia." "Hotter than a corky's bum, Your Majesty," said the Prime Minister. And blah, 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 Australian dialect rubbish quote thing later. Let's all go down to the pub.
I have no idea, but for whatever reason, out of all the Thomas, like, I guess you say the quote unquote Thomas ripoffs, there was a lot of maritime ones. There was an Australian one too. I forget what the little boat's name was.
All right, I'm back.
I found the Southern Railway bend.
I'll behave, I promise. I'll behave.
It looks very good, thank you. I shall be using that in the Norland route where I've used the Southern Railway Station signs.
I wanted to use the Sodor benches, but I realized, wait, what if I can't share those? So I tried to use the DLS one instead.
Yeah, they do look nice.
That looks.
Anyway, could you hear my Australian at Christmas?
Yes, I did hear that, and the only thing I have to say to that is, welcome to tonight's broadcast, you fellow Aussie blokes, and I just got to tell you all that we've got another bloody hot Christmas coming along. So, you might want to stay inside because it's going to be a real nipper outside. You're going to want to start cooking your shrimp on your barbie, and
I'm playing on stage every day.
I just realized this is the whole premise of this live stream now. It's like I provide the visual entertainment while all three of us put together just kind of blatantly insult Australia at the same
Good
time.
day, gentlemen.
Oh my God.
Welcome back to Australia. So, also known as welcome back to hell. We've got pretty similar climates to hell. So, yeah, that's probably why
I've never understood this, but why is Australia associated with the didgeridoo? I've never understood that.
Well, it's because it's bloody hot, mate, and there's a lot of things that look like demons down here, like snakes and sharks and spiders and
I was looking for a
dingoes
serious
and the
answer, but
goddamn
okay.
emus.
And the thing is, despite how proud we are, we still had to build a fence to keep them out.
It is Street Space, let every stage advance, Australia there.
That should be just a description. Like, you know when you go onto like Netflix and things like that, and it gives you a description of the show.
My description of Australia is welcome to Australia. It's bloody hot, so probably don't.
No, I meant like a description for this show. It should be like it should be 3 blokes from across the globe, 1 American, 1 attempting to be a Brit, and 1 Brit discuss the current day's events, the railway series, and of course, scream at Australia for existing.
Man.
In history stage, let everything.
The funny thing is that if I was like on holiday in England and then suddenly like I heard on the news, it'd be like, good day everyone, we come to you with some very serious news. Australia has died. I mean, it's vanished completely and returned with a whole bunch of dead bodies, and the country is now visibly pitch black from space.
Australia.
We sent a news team there who planted a Union Jack flag on top of the island, declared it England again, and then promptly went onto YouTube and clicked "Celebrate good times, come on."
No, they declared it. Let's see, Australia, 1 Australia, 2 Australia, or New Australia.
Yeah, New Australia. And then promptly put on "Celebrate good times, come on" in the style of Rule Britannia.
That's a thing.
And then
Wait a minute.
promptly
That's a thing.
and then promptly danced on top of the Prime Minister's body before returning back to Blighty. And then I'd just be like sat at my desk. I'd be sat at my desk chilling with a cup of tea and just be like, oh, well, thank God for that. And then just like start celebrating myself.
I thought what was going to happen, the story was going to evolve that Australia became Atlantis.
No, Australia just died.
Austranthus.
The remaining Australians across the globe have been rounded up and shot.
This is how I see Australia and New Zealand.
Over.
Australia's like that drunk piece of garbage, like the older brother that would never be there for like his younger brother, and then New Zealand is like the cool, level-headed younger brother stereotype. Basically, Australia is just like a less cool, stupid, dumb, retarded version of New Zealand. And then New Zealand is over there. He's got tea. He's got glasses. And he's obeying his parent country as he should. Bowing down to the Queen every second of every day.
The Britons shall never shall be slaves. What?
What?
I don't know. But I just highlighted this and I'm reading it and I'm going, what?
Oh my God! Do you not know the You uneducated fool. We've sung it so many times here.
I don't want to sing it.
Britannia rules the waves.
I don't want to play the
Britons never, never, never shall.
Oh, I just realised that Skyrider, you wrote shall never, never shall be slow.
What? Never, never.
No,
never
I just
shall.
realised.
There's 3 nevers,
Oh.
Skyrider. One.
And
two,
it says Britain shall never, never shall be slow.
Britain shall never, never, never shall be. Nice. Rule Tan Britain. Britain needs
Rule
a tan.
Britain. Yes, tanned Britain is the best. Not.
It's just ever so slightly. It's just an ever so slightly darker shade of red on the map.
England is my city.
No. I know what that is referencing. Get out. The door.
I didn't.
Last person who
No,
said
it was
England
really
is
funny. I
know
never
what
even
that's
knew what I was a
referencing.
reference
The door,
to until
the
I
door,
found
the
out,
door,
like,
the
way
door.
after
You
the
see
fact.
It, use it. No.
You didn't even
no,
know it
no,
would set you
no,
off.
No. That is literally the single dumbest line in the history of lines to grace YouTube.
I know that's
Yeah, that's why I love it, because it's so stupid.
That was back in 2017, who I promptly got lined up and shot for.
Oh, God.
Wait, what?
No,
I didn't hear anything from that, and then I just heard was lined up and shot. And I was like, oh God, what does the FBI want with me now?
Lined up and shot.
Like, I know
It's
I've been
probably one of my
funneling
favorite.
secrets to the British government, but like, come on.
No, that's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite quotes from history. If they do defy me, they will be lined up and shot.
Oh man, I'm laughing that hard in a good while. Ugh.
One of my favorite historical quotes was it was from the Franco-Prussian War, and I just thought it was funny. It's kind of like, it's a very human quote that like you don't really see from the olden times, but nowadays you'd see it often. It was like this one dude speaking to one of his commanding officers, and he said, "But what if their artillery fires faster than our horses could ride?" And then the dude just literally just puts his hand on the soldier's shoulder and says, "Then we're all out of luck. Now saddle up."
Oh,
I feel like that applies more today because everyone can talk to each other now. You're not just staying into your own little area of the of your country. You're now allowed to talk to the whole nation. Hell, the
whole world.
The whole
okay.
world at large.
Skyrider has a message for you, Edward.
As a
all right. What's up?
It's on the screen.
As a Brit, I can say I am awesome. Yes, I agree. Oh my God, wait, yeah, I totally forgot you were British. Everybody who is not British, bow.
Just look at it. Look at it. Say.
You are in the presence of two.
Look at.
I like how
I'm
his
getting
most
my
recent
gun.
message says, "I'm the only Brit who has an IQ under 67." Wow.
Oh, okay, never mind, everybody. I'm calling it off. It's not
Never
bow.
mind. False alarm. Nope.
Wait, your IQ is under 67? That means you are the scientific, like the scientific qualification for mentally challenged.
Wow.
like literal, like you're like vegetable status. Well, not vegetable status.
Oh my God! Oh no! I just think about the people who are like vegetables.
Like stop now, because you know.
I'm thinking about you come across as insulting. I don't think you want to do that. Like, if these streams ever get popular, we're in bad news. We're in bad news bears.
Fair enough. I mean, but it's still.
I was gonna say, when you said vegetable status, I was just thinking of people who are like
I mean,
yeah, I was wrong to use the definition of vegetable. Like,
okay, so what if Edward?
Yes.
What if I said I had an IQ of 123?
I would say you're British, so the math checks out.
I've never actually
everybody
had an
bow,
IQ test before,
bow,
so I
bow
can't
in the
really
presence
confirm what
of
my
a
IQ
god.
is.
Bow in the presence of a god. This man here is British and supports the monarchy. Bow, worship, praise. He is the
Oh, no.
Lord. Well, actually, no, he's not the Lord. He is the disciple of the one true Lord. And that Lord is Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
And that Lord is Paul Daniels.
Paul Daniels, who is the son of Jesus Christ.
Yeah. By his name shall ye know him, and he shall have a very religious name, and he shall be called Paul, and Daniels shall he be called. Paul Daniels, they cried. Yes,
See,
said the
I think that skit would have gotten
something
way
like
more
that.
popular. That skit would have gotten way more popular in the United States if they replaced Paul with Jack.
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels, because of the beer manufacturer.
Yeah, the wine. Or wait, no, that's not wine, it's liquor. My father loves himself a nice cold bottle of Jack. So does my uncle, and my dead grandfather liked them. And I'm starting to notice a pattern. Uh-oh.
Are you gonna like Jack Daniels when you get older?
Yeah, I was about to say, uh-oh.
And then Edward's just like, oh no.
Oh no.
Have some. This is pretty good. Gets drunk.
Yeah, that's like the
Oh,
most.
no.
That's like the hardest core liquor in the United States, maybe even in the world. Actually, no. The only thing stronger, I think, is the only stronger alcohol is probably Russian-made vodka.
I don't know. I had some bourbon.
Wait,
Hey,
hold on.
Skyrider says Shifty Face is big brain IQ.
Shifty Face is big brain IQ.
Sky is just stupid. Sky crashes train. Oh no.
The almighty Sky, right? You see, but together, you're like those people who can like only do things when there's like their other half is around. They're called codependent people. And it's like, yeah, like Skyrider is pretty crap on his own. Shifty Face is he's decent on his own, but together you can form the holy duo of Skyrider 1-1 Shifty Face.
.com.
.co.uk.
.co.gov.edu.uk.org.
Double with the dots, and where are the slashes?
/www.skyrider.11/com.
Wait, because he's Skyrider at airmail.
At airmail.com.
At airmail.
Man.
Airmail.gmail.webmail.yahoo.com.
No, not Yahoo. That's like the worst search engine.
Brain.
I thought it was just an email thing.
Yahoo and Bing are poor imitations of the real deal. I will only trust Gaggle.
No. DuckDuckGo is God.
What?
Actually, no. DakDakGur.
Dax Stop is the
I'm always
best.
wondering, how do you make a search engine? Like, is that a thing you can do?
I assume so,
maybe.
because Google and Bing and Yahoo and all that.
Yeah.
Like, if that's possible, we need to make something that's funny. Like,
TWA search.
yeah. Wait, no.
Googly. Googly, the ripoff of Google.
TWS, Thomas Wooden Searches. I don't know. 1945.co.
Search is a
Wait,
search.
Instead of 1995, instead of 1945 studios, it could be TWS. It could be TWS2021.com. Instead of studios.
Yeah.
You know, TWS is
flower
Tom's Wooden
That's
Searches.
cool.
Thomas Wooden Searches
That's
1945.com.
awesome.
Or British website.co.uk.
British website.co.uk.
Yeah, the only way. Yeah, imagine the only way you can tell it's a British website is. I can just imagine like when I say British website, it's like the generic, Wix, like website thing, and then as soon as I say British website, it gains a monocle, top hat, cane, a cup of tea, and a colonial empire that spans the size of the moon.
It's just literally like a Sir guy. Oh man.
It's the Monopoly Man.
It's Rich Uncle Pennybags. Just get some
I would just like to
monocle.
say that the game Monopoly is the most British thing on Earth. Like,
Why?
The best way to make the ultimate British game is to combine Risk and Monopoly, and then boom, you've got the entirety of British history, conquering Earth and being a greedy douchebag. Give me your colonial empire. Oh yes, it appears Napoleon is being a douchebag again. What do you say we do, my great king? I don't know, sail over to Denmark and bomb Copenhagen. That's what we did last time. Your wish is my command, sire. Wait a moment, but Denmark had nothing to do with this, sir. Are you sure? Yeah, we did it last time. The Royal Navy already has the course down pat. Just go bomb Copenhagen. Maybe Denmark will do something. I don't know. Get out of my. I'm trying to get a mistress. So can you get out of here? Your wish is my command, my king. Good day. Yeah. And then that's the story of how Denmark ended up joining the continental system. The king of Denmark is just here's an explosion outside his window, and he gets up and he's like, "Ah! What's going on outside?" And then his servant walks up and he's like, Sir, the British have returned. They're bombing the capital. And then it's like, but we literally did nothing this time. Come to think of it, we didn't do anything the last 3 times either. What did Napoleon do now? I don't know, and I don't care. Fact is, we're being bombed, and we did absolutely nothing. Tell the British that we're really, really mad this time.
You need to do this. You need to do this for a short, a short video for your next one. Tell the British we're really, really, really mad this time.
Next time this happens, we would be really, really super mad. And if it happens again, we'll declare war on the United Kingdom. And then it happens 4 more times, and he's like, next time we'll declare war on the United Kingdom. And then it happens 1 more time, and he's like, all right, that's it, we're joining France.
Sky is blue. And people need to eat food to survive.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I was saying, meanwhile, humans breathe air. The sky is blue, and people need to eat food to survive.
Actually, the sky isn't blue. The atmosphere is clear, and it's the reflection of the ocean.
I know that's the thing is that it said. I remember having a question in science a couple of years ago.
Blue,
it said what color's the sky, and I said clear. I said, but it's the same color as the ocean because of the reflection. And then the science teacher was like, well, that's not accurate. I'm like, I think it is.
You ever read it in a book?
But yeah, I always found that so peculiar. What was it with any time anybody does anything to the United Kingdom, they just sail their ships over to Copenhagen and bomb it back to the Stone Age? Eventually you have to think it would be a routine. Somebody would hear an explosion, then they'd get up, walk out of their room, see somebody in the living room with a giant hole on the wall, and then they'd be like, honey, what's going on? And then the dude's like, oh, yeah, don't worry, love, go back to bed. The British are just here again, blowing the hell out of the city. I don't know why I gave the Danish-British accents, but I don't really know how to do a Danish accent or what it sounds like, so you'll have to take that. But, seriously, what was up with that? Why? What was the point? other than abusing the Danish, which, I mean, fair enough, good cause. But, oh God.
God, that's awful.
All right, I am going to take a quick break from trains to go get some edibles. So,
Oh, no. I'm sorry, I just had a flashback to some stuff. Oh, edibles. And I think you mean food, right? You don't mean the other edibles.
By the way, any Danish people who just so happen to be watching, sorry. I don't actually think that your people or your nation needs to be abused. I was just messing with you. But yeah, like, why did they keep just wrecking with Denmark? Like, for what purpose?
I have no idea.
The European Union declares war on the Queen. Declares war on the Queen. Last I checked, you can't declare war on a person. Well, no. The coalition did technically declare war on Napoleon, but I mean, yeah, yeah, okay. I hope the European Union stops existing. It's pathetic. Actually, that's a little bit too optimistic. I hope democracy stops existing. Can we get rid of that? Really, it just sounds like monarchy with extra steps. Actually, no, it actually just sounds like a military dictatorship with extra steps, but okay. So, you want me to do more cat puns?
No, thank you.
Okay. What about dog ones? I got a lot of those too.
Sure, just give me a couple.
I was messing with you. I actually don't have any now. I would tell you
I guess I barked up the wrong tree.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
I just came up with that one on the spot because I knew about the saying, so it worked.
But yeah, if I have any, I'll throw you a bone. God, kill me.
Apparently, Ben's gonna cut this one short, so I'm not sure how short this one's gonna be.
What are you talking about?
He said he's gonna get some edibles, and I thought he was talking about the drug edibles, and I was like, oh no, what is he gonna do with those?
Oh,
he's gonna
pills, you mean?
He's gonna take them and try and make the root while he's high. It's like, oh no, this is gonna be some weird challenge.
I don't think Ben would be the type of person to do drugs. If he watches the stream playback, he's gonna be so confused.
Yeah, probably.
Like, why we're talking about drugs randomly. Like, if he's skipping through the playback and just hears us randomly talking about drugs.
Oh man, this edible word meme is like, it just gets me.
No, I was about to say something really bad that would probably get the stream taken down, so I'm not gonna speak.
I hope not. Jeez.
It was about drugs.
Oh.
Let's see. So I don't end up digging myself a bigger hole. Let's look at the chat. Henry gets hit by a truck. Oh, for some reason I don't sound British. That is a lie. You most definitely sound British, or at least Northern Irish. Like Northern Ireland, the part of Ireland that has its rightful position in the United Kingdom. We'll get the rest of Ireland someday. And the Irish people will be crushed beneath British boots again. But yeah, Northern Ireland. You sound at least Northern Irish, like in Northern Ireland. European Union or European? When I was little, I thought the word Europe was pronounced Europe. Like the Europe. 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 Who named the continents exactly? Who decided that down there is Africa, and then that over there to the right is Asia, and then down to the bottom right of that is Oceania, and then jumping right back up to Asia to the left over there, that's Europe, and then jumping across the Atlantic, that's Colombia. Who decided these names? Who named this? When I say Colombia, that's referring to both North and South America. Oh yeah, and Antarctica, which I admit that one actually makes some sense. Now, I just slapped myself. Do I regret it? No. I see a human. It's me, because I'm looking at my reflection. Man, I'm beautiful. Okay, I couldn't say that with a straight face. Help me, Riley. I'm having trouble being entertaining.
I'm just laughing as I'm just like, I'm getting tired at this point. And I want to leave the stream until
Okay,
like.
never mind. You're high. You're
it
high.
ends.
Or at least you're acting very high, so never mind.
That's because I'm like tired, dude. Oh man, my sleeping schedule is super messed up. Like,
yeah, you
like,
live on the East Coast, right?
No, I live on the West Coast, and I've even screwed up my West Coast sleeping schedule because I didn't go to bed till like I think 8 o'clock. No, not 8 o'clock. I know I woke up this evening like at 7 p.m. Or no,
Oh,
9
Wait,
p.m.
what time is it for you now? Because right now it's 7:43.
It is 5:43 p.m. my time.
How are you tired?
Because I screwed up my sleeping schedule. I stayed up too late, and now I have this consequences.
Wait, so you woke up at 7 in the morning, and it's 5 in the afternoon. How are you tired?
No, p.m., like in the evening.
Oh, so you've been up for like 24 hours.
Yeah, I guess about, yeah. It just depends if I woke up at like 7 or 9 p.m.
I see.
I wanted to be here for the stream, so I didn't go to bed right away.
Speaking of that stream, it'll probably end soon, especially if you're tired, because, 3 humans is more fun than 2.
Yep.
Speaking of 3 humans, where's that man with his
Where
edible?
he's been. I guess this edible wasn't worth shit.
Yeah, you must have been doing some hard shit with those edibles.
Yo, this oh my god. Look at that dumb memes. Oh man.
Are you okay?
Look at something.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to a mentally unstable man who needs sleep.
I don't know why the most hilarious meme for me right now watching this is this edible egg crap. I'm not going to say the actual name. I'm just going to link.
You are tired. Holy God.
Yeah, I laugh at the dumbest things when I get sleep deprived.
Yeah, sleep deprived is right. Jesus.
Please, Ben, come back and end the stream already, please.
Jesus, if it goes any longer, it might end you.
No, I might just leave the studio and just go to bed.
I mean, yeah, that's always an option, but then I'd be forced to entertain alone. That'd be... Uh-oh.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be too much of a burden. I mean, especially now that I think 3 is going to become the standard now for these streams.
That'd be nice. I mean, I would certainly not mind you joining us. Make things more interesting.
Oh no, the face of marijuana. Oh no.
That's not to say Ben isn't interesting. Obviously, it's just having more people makes things more fun.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you could.
4 is kind of crowd.
Yeah. Although people say 3 is a crowd, so.
I feel like I meant like 4 voices all talking at once.
Oh yeah, I feel like Cameron being the sometimes voice when I'm not available, I feel like it makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
But like he barely arrives, so.
I mean, more accurately, yeah. I was about to say more accurately. You're the sometimes voice when actually no, sorry, you're the all the time voice when Cameron's not around because he's never around. Barely. He is a cam. He is a cam that is not recording anything.
I actually worked on something for him and myself recently for the Caldi-Fel engines.
I think he was telling me something about that.
Yeah. Oh boy. My mom's up now. Holy shit.
Cuba is an island. Island surrounded by the sea. God dang, those edibles must have been strong. Where is this human? Looks like... Riley, are you there, man? Riley? Hello? Well, I'm alone. Okay, that makes
sense. Yeah, sorry, I'm talking to my mom.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, it's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. Goodbye, Piccadilly. Farewell, Leicester Square. It's a long, long way to Tipperary, but my heart's right there. Someone is setting off fireworks at 1:45 a.m. Yep, 1:40 a.m. is a time. Setting off is a thing that you can do, and fireworks are a thing. It checks out to me. Oh, God. Okay, yes, right then. We need entertainment, and that's why that I'm here to entertain you guys, because you guys are an audience, and audiences are made up of humans, and humans kind of need entertainment. So, Right then. Okay.
All right, I'm back. Is Ben back yet? No.
Nope.
Hello.
Oh.
Oh, God.
For a second there, we thought those edibles had knocked you out, man.
Those
No.
edibles got him.
I
We thought you
made
overdosed.
I made 6 pieces of toast and 2 cups of teas, and then I made a cup of tea for my mum as well. Not a cup of tea, but like a cup of ginger and lemon tea.
Thank God you had us worried. I thought you overdosed.
On edibles.
Overdosed on jam and butter.
Okay,
bread.
never mind.
Oh God! It's a Buy Trade 2019 North American edition. Oh yeah, yes, I love I love Canadian Train.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah, the thing is that's supposed to be an advertisement, and it's supposed to change. Like on other people's versions, it's different and it changes every once in a while. On mine, it's been stuck on that since I got it.
Wow.
And the thing is that I don't want to buy the North American edition. I've got the UK edition of Trains 2019.
Oh, cool.
KU. You were saying
And it's funny because the American version is $40. I got the UK edition for only $19. So, you know.
So, you know.
Was it on sale?
It can stop advertising the American version to me because the UK one was cheaper.
And it's also British, which makes it superior automatically.
Was it on sale?
I think so, actually. Yeah, it was on sale, but the American
I think
one
the North American version is as well, if I remember.
Fun fact, people who want to sell me things and people who are scam artists, all you need to do to get me to buy your product is label it as British, and I will buy instantly.
The distinctly British award, and then you'll buy it.
Exactly.
I'm so proud of this diorama, though. It looks really nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks nice.
Wait, that's how you pronounce it? Diorama?
Yeah. It was a diorama.
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 Oh.
Did you always say diorama?
Yes.
That's stupid.
Huh, that's interesting.
I've just never known it to be anything else. It's diorama?
You know, should we end this stream and do like a TV series route building stream?
Probably not today. Riley is tired.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm tired, man. I feel like if I stay any longer, I'll laugh at everything.
This man is high, probably, maybe, on sleep. And, yeah, if he stays, he's probably going to do some strange things because he's, like, drunk, basically.
Right. Okay, hang on, Cameron. I sent Cameron the link to the stream about 3 hours ago, and I replied back saying Cameron with the question mark that I was talking about earlier. And he's replied back saying tennis. Nothing else, just tennis.
Nice.
Oh, tennis.
Anyway, so for those who like the TWA Trains content, for those who have stuck around so long, this is the current route I'm working on for the site.
The S4 net.
There we go.
Oh, God, right poor Riley. I heard that. I feel bad now. Ben was like, so here's the new route I'm working on. And then Riley's like, yeah.
Why? Do you not like
S4
No. He's just, I think he likes it. He's just tired.
The S4
I'm going out of my comfort zone, and I'm building something that isn't railway series.
Non-railway serial.
I mean, it looks good though, doesn't it? Wow.
Yeah.
Here we go. If I go for the different location bookmarks, there we go. And I've matched it all up. I've matched it all up quite well.
When I'm sleep deprived, my brain goes weird. It's
And then
weird.
have a look at how many points there are, and bear in mind I had to put these. I had to put the captures everywhere, one at a time on every single join. There you go. I like how it remains consistently 4 tracks throughout, and then eventually goes into 3.
Yeah, that definitely is interesting.
And then I'm thinking, should I leave it? Should I leave it like this, where it just ends here with just 2 baseboards, or should I make it like a hybrid and extend out to like Series 6 and 7 version of the yard with like that hill thing to the right?
Well, that's up to you.
You know, where this comes like this can come like round the corner, and then you've got the hill bit that comes down as well. I don't know. What should I do? Should I just leave it like this and remain it strictly, or should I do like a hybrid version as well, like a separate route?
I have no clue. I'm bad at making decisions for people and for myself. I mean, one of my best decision. If you want to, you want to.
The thing is, there's in Series 2, this is based on like the Series 4 version. I think it's like Series 2 or something. There's a second side along here. There's like a second line along here. And instead of this one joining back over here, both of them curve off to the left instead.
It is kind of interesting that Center Shipping Company building is like the only thing that like links the all the Knapford yard sets together.
Yeah.
Just this one Center Shipping Company building.
It's the most consistent thing.
Also, I think that's just a different building per set. I should say it's not the same location, just it's a different area of the yards.
Yeah, and the thing is, though, is that the Series 4 yard is my favourite purely because of all of this here, where, like, the Oliver owns up. Not Oliver owns up. I think
Toad stands by.
Huh?
Toad stands by.
Yeah, Toad stands by. And I think Oliver owns up as well, was, featured here as well. But it's like, because I love this section so much. And then I thought, what if, we combined it into a massive goods yard like this? And make it more like a goods yard should be. So over here, to the left is Knapford Station, and then the harbour's down here. And then this is the yard. Because in the TV series, like the background over there is always of the sea with some hills, and you can see ships out there. So that makes me think the harbour's actually down there on that line to the right. And then this is like the loop line kind of bit, like this wraps around into the loop. Loop line. And then this line back here. Where would this line go?
Maybe back into the harbor area. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, like a proper like a loop, like a circle kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how long do you think you keep streaming for? How long do you think you want to keep streaming for? Because I'm getting tired.
How long are you going for?
How long I can hold out? I think I can hold out for another hour or two, but I'm not sure.
I'm gonna keep it going. I like that shot there. I'm just gonna bookmark that quickly.
All right.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to end it sometime around the 2-hour 30 mark. So we got like 20 minutes to go.
All right. I can hold out for them if we end that time. I definitely do like how it's going so far.
Yes, I've also been enjoying watching construction.
I like this so much, this shot, because it's just like, you got all the yard lamps, you got the track that wraps around, you got the track that wraps around there. It's just, it feels very like TV series.
I want to if I want to cram this in somewhere on my on one of my routes, I'm working on my project. I'm gonna have to really work hard to get to make it look accurate.
And I think I like to think I've done a good job so far, because I started off with the main building here, and then I laid down all the sidings and then grew the yard out from that based upon all the photos that they've got.
Yeah, that looks good.
And of course, because you don't see everything, that's why I've got in a whole bunch of freelance stuff as well, like all of this. Because I know that based upon how good yards actually work in the UK, and then you've also got that building. You've got that building next to this section, and this section all curves off this way. So it only seemed natural to make it all kind of meet up, together.
Yeah.
Here. So. I've even put some coal sacks and things up here with some vans. But this is the funny thing is about this building with the orange roof. If you go inside of it, have a look, you can see outside, and it's like one of those buildings that has only the poles and no wall on one side.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that.
I like how this actually, I think, was meant to represent, not represent, but it was meant to be that one coal station from the Railway series.
Yeah.
I like how there was never a set that featured it in season 2, though, where it would have been featured predominantly.
I mean, I do use this. I did want to use this on my Railway series, Tidmouth, as a coal stay, but I forgot this building existed, and then I remembered it existed by the time I finished Tidmouth. I was like, well, too late.
Yeah.
And I did make this. I made this a lot more accurate to the Series 4 design than how this has got those really awkward curved down bit here.
Oh yeah, the actual modeled on add-ons. Actual modeled on the ramp.
Yeah, because of how it works.
Right, Riley, how tired are you?
Decently. Why?
I don't know. I just noticed a slight Boston accent randomly. And I was like, "What? Is that something that happens to you when you're tired?"
I have never had anyone comment that my accent changes to a Boston accent.
Did nobody else hear that? He started kind of talking like this, but a little bit more faintly, not Boston, but that sort of, up nation, the north. The northeast kind of.
No one has commented about it, and if anyone has noticed about it, they probably don't tell me.
Oh, okay. Probably just a fluke. I just randomly heard that. I kind of zoned out, and I was like, what?
Huh. That's interesting. Very nice. I'm not sure if you're showcasing it to work on later, or I mean, technically it's not Railway Series IoS related, so.
Wait, what?
Oh, I was talking about that. I don't know if you were just showing it off just to show it off, and
yeah, I was just showing it off as a promotional gimmick.
So here's your lower Tidmouth, which you are using the Solar Island 3D one.
Yes, but that's probably going to change soon.
Yes, because of Cam Scott's, isn't it?
You know, the thing is, in the TV series, the way this is supposed to work is that you can see the track curves off to the left. But if it curved off to the left, it'd have to curve sharply back round to the right. So I just decided to leave it like this instead.
Huh.
I've
Didn't they have
mostly
those-
in a coherent
What?
matter.
What'd you say?
I said I've got mostly everything in a coherent matter.
Ah. Usually I actually was
Insert
going to
busy.
have... yes. I was actually going to have... after the bridge, have the line curve off to the right. But I'm not
Wait,
sure if that was accurate or not.
After what bridge?
After the Overroad Bridge on Lower Tinmouth.
Overroad Bridge. Oh, wait, yeah, you mean the bridge that I had behind the station?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back over here quickly. You mean this? What we're going to have it do?
Yeah, I was going to have it curve to the right like you did.
Yeah.
Talk about the track.
Huh?
I was talking about the track.
Yeah. I don't know, it just makes more sense to have it curved like this instead. But then again, we know how unrealistically sharp the TV series curves are anyway. So
Yeah, I think it's mainly because the model engines could handle the sharper curves more. If they were accurate to their bases, I don't think none of them would be going anywhere.
The engines turned over as they were coming out the sheds. Really? Well, that wasn't a surprise. Okay, I'm proud of this. I'm proud of this Tidmouth sheds though, because this is the first time ever I have built a Tidmouth sheds. Tidmouth sheds design.
I feel like the only one who probably would have a chance to get run around on a television series Sodor would be Percy.
Wait, what?
I feel like he'd be one of the... I feel like if you were to put a basis accurate or a railway series version of a character and have that character run around on the TV series Sodor, I feel like the only one who could do a whole like run and like service on it would be Percy.
Yeah, and still
like
realistically navigate everything.
Yeah. Like how you use the Ironworks 3D hybrid Tidmouth model.
Wait, is that
Ironworks
3D? I just found this in a folder belonging to Silver Buffers.
Yeah, this was meant to be an Ironworks 3D, if I remember.
Hmm.
And that wasn't until Ironworks shut down. Which I will not discuss.
It is a nice concept that I did decide that we'd use. This is like the whole reason why this route exists at the moment. Because I found this and I said to Edward, what if we made a Series 1 how it should be route?
Oh, wow. That actually makes a lot of sense.
And then we obviously... Edward wanted to have the Wild Northwest and Knapford sheds in.
Of course.
I think it'd look cool.
And then Edward also wanted the massive version of Knapford.
Yes, a big Knapford.
But the good thing is by using the longer Knapford, I was able to put in this head shunt at the end.
Thick, large, voluptuous Knapford. Okay, God. Remind me to never describe a station.
The more I look at this Knapford model, the more I dislike it. Like, the back is not accurate. One of the windows isn't even accurate to what it looks like in the show.
I know it's not a very good looking Knapford, but it's still big, voluptuous Knapford.
It's big, chunky.
Big chungus Knapford. Big
I said big chunky. I said big chunky Knapford.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Oh look, it's an accurate Knapford, but I hate it.
Yeah, then
because
we have the disgrace of the community, the accurate Knapford.
Ew! Look, it's accurate.
Why do I feel like Sean's is gonna be like a weird combination of this and the 09 one?
It's accurate and, dare I say, detailed, and actually,
And it
it's
actually,
not.
look, it actually has like the platform stairs to go underneath the tracks.
What
I
is that
like that
texturing,
detail.
though?
Now, if it had the length of 09 Knapford, I feel like no one would be as mad.
And the width.
It's I think the
I'm
same
just that
width,
one guy
though.
over here who still thinks.
See,
it's
Edward,
09.
Edward, this hybrid Knapford has a wider width than the 09 one.
It's wider, more thick. It's short stack.
I think I'm the only human on Earth who still thinks that the 09 Knapford should be like 4 times the size that it is.
You mean, hang on, you mean like this?
I always, whenever I build anything that's just for me to mess around, I always put 6 of them together.
Isn't that what you did on that other route when you put it like that?
I had 2
The
more.
scary thing is that I actually like that. I actually like that look.
Yep. If only there was a run through one. What I actually did was I kind of just had to deal with the fact that the engines ran through the wall, but I put 2 more in front.
Yeah, you made like.
I had a 4 Knapford one. Didn't I attempt a 6 Knapford, but it was just too big?
It was just unrealistically big for Sodor's requirement.
That's the thing. They say
you
that this is supposed to be a big station. When I think of a big station, I think King's
When
Cross.
Edward thinks of big station, Edward thinks of Knapford quadrupled.
I think of Knapford with 3 extra D's on the end.
There you go.
That's my ideal Knapford.
I mean, it does look really good though.
When they say big station, I want a goddamn big station. I want a thick station. I want a massive station.
I mean, it was pretty big in the original. If you compare it to like a child's mind.
That's supposed to be like
the only thing that looks stupid is this. It's like a load.
Yeah. Somebody.
That's
please.
the only dumb thing that looks really, really bad.
I'd say
anybody, please. If
the
the
way to
09
correct this is
Knapford
to
is
go like
rippable, is it
Yeah,
rippable?
with the flip it.
What?
Yeah, if you look, this is the only way to correct it. If you like flip the whole station around like this.
And Ben, you naive human. I've tried it. Look on the inside; it doesn't work.
It sort of does.
Almost. It still looks pretty weird. But wait, is the 09 Knapford like allowed to be ripped and altered and abused? Is that allowed?
I wouldn't think so.
Crap. Well, if it is ever legal, somebody, anybody, humans, please, either make a Knapford, or if another Knapford is allowed to be altered, make a thick Knapford. The thickest of all the Knapfords.
So essentially you're saying it needs to have like 12 platforms and be like double the length.
Bigger.
Okay, 16 platforms, 18 platforms, and quadruple the length.
Yes.
Because quadruple the length, Gordon would not be able to stop at any station whatsoever. Think about it. With a station that big, Gordon would need coaches long enough to fit the whole platform. And as a result of that, by the time Gordon comes all the way down here and arrives, the moment his buffers go through like this area here of Lower Tidmouth, his final coach would be leaving the station over here.
Okay, maybe just triple. You know what I'm trying to say? I want a big nappy.
Well, can't you use like the 06 one or something?
The 06 one is smaller than the 09 one.
Yeah, but then you can like still duplicate it.
No, big nap nap.
So you want owner. Would you
I
like
want a big,
3-year-old?
I want a
I
big
want
nap
big
nap.
nap nap.
I want a big
Big
nap nap.
nap
Or
Big boy nap nap. Oh my god.
listen up. If I don't get a big nap nap, I'm gonna put whoever refuses to make me a big nap nap. They're gonna have a nap nap, and it's gonna last forever.
What if I told you loop line?
That is very loopy, and it's loop now. It is now.
It
the
is
loop.
actually quite loopy when you think about it. Look at it.
Yeah, that's nice. Where's my nap nap? No, I'm not messing with you. It looks good.
The only thing is with this is that
Wait. If it's Napford, but it's like double the size, it's not just nap nap. It's nap Ford.
Nap Ford, the station.
Nap Ford. Yep.
The thing is, where would we put Ellsbridge? That's what I want to know. Because if we have Lower Tidmouth there, and then should we have the T switch here? You know, main line carries on down that way. Ellsbridge is here, or do we have the track go up like this and T switch, and then the main line runs through along with the loop
I was
line?
kind of joking about the nappy, right?
Yes, but do we switch the tracks so that 3 tracks go off this way and 3 tracks go off this way? These 3 tracks go to the top of Ellsbridge and swap here and do the T switch. But then these tracks go here and do the T switch. Then that way the main line and the loop line can go, and then loop line trains can swap around and go in the opposite direction down the loop. Should we do that?
Sorry, what?
Did you understand anything of what I said?
No, I zoned out.
So you know how we were discussing the loop line?
Yes.
Well, just after Lower Tidmouth, should the 3 tracks go, like 3 tracks go off that way, 3 tracks go off that way. That way is off towards like Crosby and everything. And this way is off to like the loop. But the thing is that once we go over here, at both ends of the 3 tracks that have been split off, there's a T switch and Ellsbridge is in the center.
Whatever's closest to the original map, I think.
Look, hang on. Let me get give you an idea.
Also, just to say, we have like 2 minutes.
Okay, well, we'll end, and then the 2 of us will try and figure it out while Riley gets some sleep.
Well, we need outros. Actually,
No.
I can do the outro this time if you want. I can do. The
Yes,
outro.
you might as well, because I'm going to be trying to do this diagram.
All right then. Thank you everybody for coming to tonight's stream. It was a copious amounts of fun. It was copious amounts of fun.
I can say
Ben had some edibles. Riley got high on sleep. I existed as well. It was a good fun all around. I hope you guys in the chat had fun. The chat was also chatting as usual. Good fun this stream, and we will be back in the future.
Edward, have a look at the screen.
What? See, look, the T switches are crying because it's the end.
No, I meant the pinned message on the screen.
I'm dying from loneliness.
I'm dying from the loneliness. Unfortunately, Skyrider11 Shifty Face, sorry to say this to you, but you're going to be even lonelier because the stream is ending in a matter of about 24 seconds.
Skyrider hasn't even
Anyway, thank you very much. It's gone. The stream has flown by.
I know. It literally felt like the stream is probably the shortest.
All right, hang on. It's time to wrap up. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Goodbye.